Were you aware that we grow avocados right here in America? Recently, there's been a lot of talk about how we import our avocados from Mexico. The vast majority of those imports are the Hass variety, just like this one here. And most people don't know there are about 50 other commercial varieties of avocado that we grow, mostly right here in Florida. Most people are only aware of this variety here, the Hass. And that's for very good reason. Hass makes up 95% of the North American market. But the industry has done a horrible job educating the public on all of the other avocado varieties. In fact, even the PLU stickers, these little stickers you get on every piece of produce you buy, the product lookup code, they only account for Hass and other. The Hass is PLU 4046 and other is 4771. Now with apples, everybody knows we have different varieties of apple. I have a Red Delicious, a Granny Smith, and a Golden Delicious, each of which has its own PLU code. Look, a Red Delicious is 3284, Golden Delicious 3285, and Granny Smith 4017. Can you imagine with apples if you had a PLU code for Red Delicious and then other, and all the other types of apples were classified the same, when you and I both know they've got very different flavor characteristics. But as far as the industry is concerned, this is a 4771 and Donnie is a 4771. And you know what else is a 4771? This guy right here. This is called a Hialeah Red. The avocados that grow on this tree are as red and shiny as a Red Delicious apple. The Donnie we harvest in May and June. The Hialeah Red we harvest in the mid-summer time. This Semille 34, as you see, we harvest in the winter. They are very, very different avocados, but the industry hasn't taught you that. This tree behind me right here grows the Simmons variety, and Simmons are very different, very unique. It's got a bell shape, not even a pear shape, it's got a bell shape to it. They've got a beautiful, thin, light green skin that peels right off, and the flesh isn't creamy. The flesh is firm and tastes like a cashew nut. While we're on the topic of nutty flavored avocados, this little guy behind me here, that grows the Brogden variety. Brogdens taste like pistachio nut, and their skin is so thin you can eat right through it. You eat a Brogden like you eat an apple. You chew the skin and swallow it. This little guy here is in his third season, and this grows the Russell variety avocado. Russells are long, they actually look like a bowling pin, and they can get to over 3 pounds each. The tree itself tends to grow kind of leggy like this, kind of outward, and they have a delicious, creamy, buttery flavor. I got this Oro Negro right here. Oro Negro means black gold in Spanish. These things grow green, then they turn black, and in about 4 weeks they're ready to pick. These we can leave on the tree till December. This skinny tall one behind me here doesn't even have a name yet. I planted that tree myself from seed, and after 9 seasons I finally got fruit from it last year. I'm gonna give it another year or two, see if it produces, see if the fruit tastes good. If it does, I'll give it a name. If it doesn't, I'll chop it at the stump and I will splice in one of my other varieties. I can go on and on, like this Choquette that grows creamy 4-pounders. My long pear-shaped hulls over here. My section of Catalina, which were brought here from Cuba when people immigrated to Miami. And if you want to learn more about these varieties, go to my homepage and you'll see I've got videos about every single one. Now you know, not only do we grow avocados in America, but we grow a very wide range of delicious varieties. You know that because the industry has done a horrible job with marketing, there's more to it than just Hass and other. And that within other, you have 3 to 4 dozen options. And if you would like to taste some of those options, buy a box from me at guacfarm.com. GUACFARM.com. My son just texted me, told me he needs me to drive him to a football game. What else is new? While I go do that, you go to guacfarm.com and I will see you on the next video.